Hello, Key Biscayne. It is Wednesday, June 6, 2016. This is your No One's Listening show. I'm your host, Rafa. Oh, one thing. Okay. And we got the panel here of Key Biscayner's ready to talk about stuff that happened in the past week. Up on my left is Mark.
Hey there, Rafa.
Heyo. To his left is Anna.
Hi, Key Biscayne.
To her left is Manny.
Hey, Rafa, it's Manny. I'm right here. But can you say hi to Mark again? And Mark, wave while we do that, while he says hi. Go ahead.
But you can't see me on there.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Good. You got me?
Yeah.
Now? Okay.
He's like the neighbor. What's the neighbor's the neighbor you never see? Hey, am I
the
the only
fence,
neighbor?
yeah.
Al?
Oh,
No.
No.
great
The
not to
neighbor's,
see you, Mark. It's great not to see you.
Oh, Wilson.
Once again.
Wilson.
Pass it on down.
So that's Manny.
I'm sorry.
Already?
Well,
On his left is Jonathan.
Hey, everybody.
And back in the middle is me, your host. I want to say that it's my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Pablo.
Happy birthday, Pablo.
All right,
Yeah.
Hey, Rafa, can I be excused to go get Mr. Freed?
Sure.
All right. I'll be right back. Okay?
Cool.
Pablo moms.
Okay. Let's start with how we always start. It's weekend talk. What'd you guys do this weekend? Anything special?
You got, I mean, yes.
we
I don't know
had
who goes
a
first,
we had a
'cause we all were
beautiful,
together.
we had a Sunday night. Beautiful Sunday night. You know, Sunday night of Memorial Day weekend is a beautiful day because Sunday it's a bonus, right? So a bunch of nice, fine families got together at a friend's house. Right in the water, beautiful.
Nice.
Multi-generation, tossed some bags, grilled fish, hit golf balls. Saw some people I hadn't seen in a while, so that was a beautiful Sunday.
Very cool.
Of course, there was the rib off, right? So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
like the elephant in the room.
Yeah, right.
Did we do anything? Did I do anything apart from that? We prepped for the rib off on Friday. Did the rib off on
Tell
Saturday.
me about your prep. Tell me about the prep. What'd you guys
The
do?
prep-
Did you get together?
Honestly, I haven't even thanked him, but Griff did everything this year. He did all the sauces. He did all the scouting work. He pretty much like organized the whole thing, and I just had to show up. And not only did I show up, and the one time my opinion was asked, I gave the wrong fact, and it probably screwed up our ribs completely. So
Wow, wait a
Griff did-
second. Hang
Oh,
on.
the water.
Griff just walked into the room here, and he missed the homage, really, that Rafa was giving him, saying that you carried the load, that you did everything for the team, and the one contribution that Rafa had actually did. It sank the ship.
Well, actually, thanks, Rafa. No, there's actually a little bit more. We all did our part, all of us. But at the end, yeah.
What do you mean, all of us? It was just the two of you.
Well, Griff,
No,
Griff
Santi was also a
Yeah.
part of the team,
and Bobby in the end
and
too.
Bobby Haynes.
Yeah,
Of
he really
course,
helped
of
us
course.
out. But Griff was captain of the ship. I mean, he had all the sauces ready on Friday, which I totally forgot about. Like, we always make our own sauce, you know?
Man, you forgot about the sauce?
yeah, I
what
just
the
thought we had it
hell
in the
is
bag.
wrong with you?
I thought we had it in the bag.
Barbecue.
So I get to Griff's, and he's got the sauce already cooking and stuff, and it was really
I have to
good.
say, Jonathan's barbecue sauce has slowly, over the years, become my favorite barbecue sauce.
It's getting
man.
better. It's getting
you need to
better.
start packaging it. We're
Yeah,
gonna
with
sell
time.
it.
But definitely, what our problem is that we don't have enough time or space to practice. Well, we have the time. We don't have the space to practice. So we kind of
You
wing
mean
it.
it like the space in your grill? Because I saw it was a George
That too.
Foreman. You could probably put like 4 burgers on that thing.
That too. But we don't have the practice, and we kind of wing it every year. So this time it was just that we tried something different, and it didn't work out, and that's the name of the game.
I
It
enjoyed
didn't work
your
out for a
ribs.
lot of people. So.
Yeah.
We got 7th place when I looked at that tally,
Yeah,
so
you
that's
did.
pretty
You got
good.
better than
Middle of the
I
board.
enjoyed your ribs, I have to say. A lot.
They're a little bit charred, but the meat
great.
itself was really good.
Yeah, but everything else, the presentation, the vibe that you guys held down in your tent, your
Yeah.
location,
the pina coladas.
everything that went
Actually,
into those
Rob-
10 hours.
You were a hit with those pina coladas. Everybody was coming to our tent to have your pina coladas.
I didn't notice this, really.
Yeah, there was actually a lot of people
Met this
showing
guy
up.
Mitch. He came back like 5 times for another.
For pina coladas.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And they weren't even pina coladas. They were more like hurricanes, but whatever.
No.
Or no,
Not
they were more like
hurricanes.
painkillers. Sorry.
They were good. I tried a little bit.
Yeah.
How
So
about you, Anna?
that's
What
good.
did you do this weekend?
I attended the rib off, but other than that, honestly, I laid low and went to the beach. Which I have to say wasn't as nice as last weekend. Last weekend's beach was so nice
When you
when I
didn't come.
missed the paddle.
Yeah, when you didn't come.
When I didn't go to the paddles. Clear waters, no seaweed. This weekend was a little bit seaweedy again.
Yeah, but you were still out there.
I was still out there. I was out there on Sunday and I was out there on Monday.
Yeah.
And Monday was the better of the 2 days.
You know, like we say, man, we're just making lemonade, right?
Exactly. It was nice. The tide was low. It was a good crowd. There were a lot of people on Sunday. Did you go on Sunday? The beach?
Maybe, yes.
Man,
maybe.
all these boats tied up just like they do on the other side of the island. And there was tiki music and it bothered me. I hope it was just a Memorial Day thing. I hope boats don't start tying up on
the
that
beach
side of
side?
this island. Beachside tied up.
Well, that's how it used to be.
Honestly, it's past where they are where they're allowed, let's say.
You still hear them.
But you still hear them.
Yeah, that's tough. When
Yeah.
it's an east wind blowing, you're like,
Yeah. But
Remember when you sent out that message about the traffic on Sunday?
Oh.
yeah, a couple years ago.
No,
No,
today.
that's on Sunday.
This weekend.
Oh, yes.
You were like, the traffic's going to be really bad. Heads up. Right when you sent it, I had to go to the airport. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was bad.
It happened to me too. I had to go to the emergency room that night at Miami
Jesus.
Children's. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Mati, he's all right, but it was a little bit of a scare. Yeah.
Damn.
How long did you wait?
At the emergency room?
Yeah.
I didn't. We have a very, very great neighbor here in Key Biscayne who takes care of, helps out any way she can. Obviously, you're in line, but
No, I was going to ask because usually, like, the longer you wait, the less they think it's important, basically.
yeah, no. But it was late at night, and it was the traffic weekend. And no,
That's horrible.
that weekend there was actually an accident. That's what it was.
What happened? Because it took more than an hour to get to the airport. My brother had to go to the airport and kind of ruined our last hour's chilling plans.
It was the perfect storm. There was, I think, something happened at Crandon Park. Or they started closing the lots. That's what it was. They got too full. The state park sold out in, it was 1 o'clock. People were still coming to the beach.
Yeah. It
The
was
beach
crazy.
was packed. The beach was so packed that day.
So that's the weekend. Trivia for you guys on this Wednesday. 305-361-8557 if you know the answer to this. It was just Memorial Day. And on Memorial Day, people tend to wear poppies. It's a symbol of memory of fallen soldiers. Why the poppy? Why the poppy? If you know the answer to that, it's 305-361-8557. Why the poppy on Memorial Day?
Because they grew in Flanders Field.
Oh, come on, Mark. Well, nobody on the radio heard him. He does know that he did get the answer. He did get the answer.
What an entrance, man.
Right? What an entrance. Coming in the studio, answering
So
the trivia question.
let me talk everybody through what's going on here.
What's happening? Come on in.
Mark 1 went up to pick up Mark 2. And now both Marks are here, but
Yeah.
they're still getting situated. And so is Amanda. Hey, Amanda. But she doesn't have a mic, so she can't say anything yet. And so we're here talking about why the poppy on Memorial Day. And Mark said it, but I'll explain it later. Nobody's called in. 305-361-8557. It's Wednesday, June 1st, 2016. It's my brother Paulo's birthday. Happy birthday, dude. Woohoo! And, yeah, that's what's going on. So you guys get situated. If you want to talk, grab a mic. Maybe share it with Mark there.
Mike over here.
Yeah, and or share it with Griff if you need to say something, because if not, I won't hear you. If you guys need a drink,
We have
cluck, 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 cluck. We don't have sound.
my
We don't have a
God.
soundboard here,
That'd have been
but
awesome.
we have actual drinks, so makes up for it.
Well, people can now see us.
So, next segment. What are you listening to, guys?
Oh no.
Ooh.
I'll go first to buy you guys a little time. So,
We do research all week for this, Rafa. What are you talking about?
there's this band that plays on the radio. It's called Parquet Courts. And I finally checked out the new album that came out a couple months ago, or like 2 months ago or something. Our buddy recalled right when it came out. He was like, listen to it, and I just didn't. I don't know. I listened to it once, but it didn't really hook me. But this week it did. The album's called Human Performance, and the title track is called Human Performance, and that's the one I'm recommending. And the sound is like it's rock, and the guy has a sound like a very monotone voice, but not completely. So he still sings, but it's kind of monotone, and I like that a lot. So check it out.
And yeah, you guys going first. But if anyone's watching or listening right now on Periscope, this segment's called "What Are You Listening To?" So throw down the chat. What are you listening to? You know, let's see if it's something that might play on the radio station here.
Yeah.
We'll read it out loud.
Go on. What are you listening to? What are you listening to, Mark?
Oh, okay. Swedish Sisters, My First Aid Kit. You guys probably listen to it. It's My Silver Lining. And the interesting thing is they're heavily influenced by country. So it's Swedish Sisters singing country style. And the song is My Silver Lining.
Nice.
I have to say, Mark always has really good picks that end up on the air, and we all really love them. So
Mark, I'm
excited.
I'm going to follow you as well with the country theme. It's one of my favorite country bands, the Rolling Stones. They have a beautiful song called "Faraway Eyes." You'll find it. I think it's on Some Girls. It was girl, you know what kind of eyes she had. You know that one.
That might be my favorite Rolling Stones album.
Oh yeah. Well, so "Faraway Eyes," country western band, Rolling Stones.
Who's next?
I've been listening to a lot of things, but this week I went back to listening to War. War has great
nice.
stuff. Yeah. And my song is Frisco Kid. And that's a good song.
Cisco Kid?
Yep.
Is a friend of mine?
Exactly. Great song.
Just a little reminder not to talk without the mic, because if not, they don't hear you.
I want that to be background.
They already can't see you, Mark.
Yeah. Mine, I'm going to get weird. And sometimes I get weird with the names, but this time I'm really getting weird.
Man,
And I don't even know where the hell I found this, but I did. I think it's Cambodian. I don't know. We're all going to freaking love it, believe me. It's from 1996. The band is called Yuvajon Kouge Jet. It means Broken Heart Man. And the song is Yol Aularong. I'll send it to you, Rafa, for the notes online. But it's like a jammy, cool, islandy vibe. And I think it's from Cambodia. I don't know.
All right,
That's what I
cool.
look forward to
I
hearing.
don't know, but it's really, we're all going to love it. Believe it.
All right, it fits in with like the Bahamian music that we play.
Yeah, in some way. Plus a
More
little,
like the reggae.
a little bit of rock. Plus that. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to say anything? I see you guys like looking up songs.
Viewers and stuff.
You want to pass them a mic?
Chat window.
I've been listening to Jerry Garcia
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
gonna
going
fit.
through different music and different reiterations that he's been in and playing where he's not with the Dead. And there was an interesting album I was listening to today, and I can't remember the name, but it has nothing to do with anything I've ever heard of. But it's just a bunch of great old musicians who are playing in. They're old today, but when they're playing and this was recorded, they were young musicians.
But you don't remember the name or anything.
I'm looking for it right now.
All right, well, I'll find it and put it in the show notes.
We'll go back to it.
All right, well, that's what you're listening to.
Wait, what was Mark's song again? I heard Jerry Garcia, but I didn't hear the song.
You didn't know the name
What
of the
was
song.
the clue?
We're looking it
What
up.
was the clue?
It was a band he was in or played with live long, long ago, and they recorded it.
And he said it didn't sound anything like typical Jerry.
Awesome.
All right. Well, that's that. Let's go on to the talk of the town.
Woo!
We really need the musical instruments in between.
Yeah, I do all these things like at the last minute, and that's what happens. Okay, so the most interesting piece of news, and it's not interesting at all, is that the trolley service is coming. The trolley service is coming.
Cock block.
There you go. There you go.
Manny block, actually.
Mark was blocking the video.
He's blocking Manny, and that is unforgivable.
Everybody else was.
My sincere apologies.
You can't see us back here. Don't worry, we're back. They can't see anything.
All right, so let's get back on track, you guys.
Tells you the interesting week we've had.
I didn't realize he was the star of the show.
Depends on who you ask.
So the trolley service is coming to the Key. So check this out. The Key has all this money. It's like $500,000, a little more, that Miami-Dade gives us for transit stuff. And we don't have anything to spend it on. The Key ride doesn't qualify because they mandate that if we have something like a bus going around, like the key ride, it can't be on demand. It has to be a thing that circulates. Exactly. So they're like, well, we might as well spend this money on a thing that circulates. So they are looking out to get a trolley, and they already have the route kind of set and the time set. And they're going to go from 6:30 to 9 p.m. on Monday through Friday, and then 8 to 8 on Saturday and Sunday, with service to Mast Academy in the mornings and in the afternoons.
Ooh.
Okay, this is too much.
Keep going, Rob. Keep going. You can do it.
Okay, he got it.
You got it.
We talked about that, didn't we?
Tighten the lid, don't worry.
We talked about that, didn't we? That they were going to do like.
Yeah, but this
We talked about it and Rafa was against it.
So this time it's happening, and guess what? Was I against it?
You were against it because it would just it doesn't work in terms of actual time.
I thought that if they had if it was between the on-demand Uber-like service, which we now have, and the trolley service, the on-demand would obviously be better. But now we're gonna have both.
So now it's cool.
Yeah. And what's especially cool is that the on-demand service, the Key Ride, has totally failed me, and I'm the person who would ride it the most, but it's totally failed me because, number one, they don't have an Android app, so like anybody who has an Android phone can't use it. And you text before, you could text them, but now you text them and they say you have to use the app.
I thought they changed
I'm out.
that.
And then the other thing is that it's always booked, so it takes like half an hour to get to you after you page them. You know. So with this trolley service, and if they do it right, where you can like see somewhere where exactly it is.
Hop on, hop off.
Then I can just look on a map, see where the trolley is, estimate, get there in the next 5 minutes, and it'll be there or whatever. And so it's going to work. I think that's going to work out
I hadn't
better
even thought
for me.
of that. Is that the way they do public buses, where you can open up a GPS tracker?
Everywhere except Miami, the public buses do that.
Yeah, because that sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Right?
You know? Yeah. And if the trolley's doing that, that's right. I mean, if someone's there, I'm right here, let's go here, let's find out where the trolley is, the kids will hop right on it.
So they're going to do a 6-month trial run with this. They're going to spend, I think, like $100,000 trying to do a 6-month trial, see if people use it and if it works out, and then they'll evaluate the thing from there. And that's only going to use 1/5 of the money, and then we get $100,000 every year from Miami-Dade to do transit stuff. So it doesn't pay for itself, but it's heavily subsidized by them.
Question: if it's going to Mass in the mornings and the afternoons, is it like going to become their school bus? Free school bus.
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea, yeah.
Yeah?
The idea that...
I thought the idea was for the residents to use it within the island.
Yeah, but I mean, it's only like at 8.
Yeah.
It's only like at 8 in the morning that it goes to Mast.
That's when I want to go to Winn-Dixie, man.
I think it's going to be a success. You obviously don't have the details of, is it going to be a truck? I mean, literally a trolley or a bus? How many seats? But I think it'll be a success for everybody. And, we've spoken in the past regarding the parking situation and whatnot. I think it's going to alleviate a lot of things on the Key.
I think if you can see where it's at, and I think they're going to work on that because they've talked about making it, a great service, and that would seem like a no-brainer. Then people will actually use it because you can see, like, where is it? Okay, I can meet it there at whatever time. They said that the lap around the Key, this sounds kind of absurd.
How long does it take?
The whole lap, to do like a 1 lap after all the stops that it does, they're estimating like an hour.
Ooh. Well, I was going to say
and that's
something.
like the ultimate loser lap right there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was going to say something. Is that when I lived in Chicago, there was a trolley in my neighborhood, and I didn't have a car, and in the winter I was just freezing, so I was like, okay, I'll take this trolley. It ends up, it's just really the very, 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 very old people that have a lot of time on their hands and no way to get to these places. So I have a feeling, which is good, that's great, but that's who's going to benefit from it, is people that shouldn't be driving.
Let me just tell you one story right now. It's crazy that you're here, Mark, because...
Wait a minute. that segue from the very, very old people.
No.
To Mark. Oh, that very old Mark. Okay.
The one I wasn't going with the older. Come on. It was...
Manny's usually the old one in here.
Yeah, today I'm like spring chicken. So today I was at the Winn-Dixie just about like an hour before coming out here, and I see Mort with his helper.
Yeah.
And over there by the meat section, and I was like, "Hey, Mort, so what'd you think of the rib off?" And he walked, dude. He beelined right at me, like he beelined right at me, and he came, shook my hand. He's like, "It was great." I go, "Do you remember me? I'm Manny. You were sitting in our tent. We brought you in there." And he goes, "Yeah, of course." I go, "We'll see you at the beach club then on Friday night, right? We're having a corn toss. Mark will be there. Matt, Gail's cooking. It's gonna be great." He said, "I'll be there." And then I looked at his nurse and I said, "You better make sure he is." And she said, "I will." So.
She'll keep him alive for the rest of the week.
Jesus, that is some macabre humor.
Pretty hard shit right there.
Reality sucks.
That wasn't where I was going with the story.
Manny was all happy telling his story.
So what you said about the old people in the trolley, what's funny is that I'm telling you guys how I'm going to use the trolley for sure or whatever, and I use the key ride and stuff like that. And I've been told like more than once that my lifestyle is like a retired person. You're walking everywhere, taking little walks and stuff, and doing things like that.
There's another form of transportation on the key that works a hell of a lot better. It's the bicycle.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
Yeah.
And I would use my bike more. I'm not going into this.
I asked you about this recently.
Why don't I use my bike? Yeah. I'll tell you. Because I lost my keys, and I lost the key to the bike locker, and my building wants $50 for the bike locker key. So now...
Principles.
Your bike is
How
being
much
held
is
hostage.
your time worth? Because waiting for the trolley and waiting for the other service... You could pay for it in time by buying it.
Right?
Yeah, it's just the principle of the matter, you know? It's like $50 for a key, and the fact that I can get access to the thing, it just costs me like an extra 5 minutes to get access to the thing.
You don't have a neighbor that can make you a coffee, man?
They try and use keys that like
are not copyable.
Yeah, that's what that's their
my
whole
problem
thing.
with the storage. Except I'm paying like $300 a month, but I lost the key. I want to bring people there to see stuff and get it out, but I lost the key, and I have to call and they have to break the lock. And it takes 5 days to do that. So I'm like, all right, I'll just take another month.
$300.
Is this news from the Garden District? Is that what we have? Yeah.
No, this is off island, man. It's brutal. Yeah.
All right. Keep talking about the trolley I'm eating.
What about so that's good for the trolley, I think. What else was on the talk of the town?
The Key Biscayne Yacht Club team, sailing team, won 3rd place in the Miami to Key Largo race.
That's awesome.
It benefits youth sailing at the Miami Yacht Club. Which, when I was reading this, where's the Miami Yacht Club?
The Miami Yacht Club is on Watson Island behind the...
right here.
Oh,
It's behind Parrot Jungle.
the collar?
Yeah, it's one of the maybe the oldest yacht club in Miami.
Really?
Yeah.
I went there as a kid when I sailed in a regatta.
Oh, hold on a
Maybe
second.
9 or 10 years old.
Hold on.
And I went there to pick up our trophy from last year. I was on the boat that J30 where we came in 3rd in that race. But last year we won our class. And we went to the Miami Yacht Club to pick up the trophy, and the flashback from thinking I was there 54 years ago or whatever to sail. It hasn't
That's
changed much.
That's who we used to sail against.
That's
Yeah.
I got a call and they hung up.
No.
I swear. Call back. I was just holding for the story to end that they were telling. Come on.
We
That's
love
how it
our
works.
callers.
That's how it works
They
when you
died
call a
of
radio
boredom.
station.
Don't hate on
That's
their
all
caller,
right.
man.
That's
They
all
need to
right.
call back.
If you can hold for a Sir Pizza, you can hold for the radio.
Yeah, but you got to let them know.
Was it a man or a woman?
It was a woman.
Caller.
Our operators are on duty.
Let me repeat the trivia question for all those who didn't hear it. Memorial Day just happened. Why poppies on Memorial Day? And if you didn't know about the poppies on Memorial Day,
Where have you been?
well, yeah, whenever you donate money, they'll give you a poppy, things like that. The veterans, foreign wars, I think, or American Legion does it here. When I lived in England, it was much more popular. Everybody had a poppy, but here you don't see it as much. But it's still like a thing. Mark knows the answer, so don't say it again. And I'll explain a little more backstory about it at the end. So if you know that, 305-361-8557. Call in, let us know. Or if you just want to talk about trolleys and whatever else. Also, we're on Periscope or something. So, the people on the sailing team. Dude, I kind of cut that off.
Yeah, we got that. We got that. We got third place. Great news. What else? Talk of the town. What else you got going on?
Talk of the town.
Okay. The rib-off. So we were talking about the rib-off this weekend, right?
Success.
Yeah, great event.
So fun.
Amazing
so
event.
Fun.
I think they raised a bunch of money too, right?
Yeah, we're going to find out about it, actually. We have Kara
special
Sharp
guest.
is out here right now with
Sharp
us. Kara and
joins
Lenny.
us in the studio.
Right?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Kara and Lenny paddled out here. And it's actually perfect timing because obviously the big thing this weekend, huge party, great event, everything, boom, boom, boom. Key Biscayne Rib-Off, 10th annual Key Biscayne Rib-Off.
Your report has to be more accurate than Donald Trump's about his money.
About where it went, yeah.
Trust me, it will be.
So how did it go with the actual like fundraising and all that stuff? Did it work out?
Oh, the caller.
It worked out.
The anxious caller.
Okay, hold on. Let me interrupt you, Kara. I'm gonna put this person on the air. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hello. I understand the question was how many wire poppies on Memorial Day?
Yes, that's the trivia question. Do you know the answer to that?
Yes, I do. It's a British tradition to remember the fallen. It's a Remembrance Day in Great Britain, and it was marked by the First World War. And there are actually 882,246 ceramic poppies surrounding Tower Bridge that remember the fallen.
Oh,
That died just in Great Britain alone.
you're so close, but you're not. That's not why the poppies, though. But why exactly poppies? Why did they choose the poppy for that?
Oh.
Hang on, you get another
But
chance.
Yeah, give me another chance.
Yeah,
Give me
yeah.
another
Go
chance.
back to
Give me another chance.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, go back to Google.
No, they're rough. They're rough out here.
Wiki Poppy.
We
Wiki
so
Poppy.
appreciate the call. But do you know? Do you know why the poppy and not why any other flower? Did they choose?
I don't know.
Make it up.
Ooh.
Make it up.
You guys,
Make it up.
Make it up.
Because they're resilient and they grow. I don't know.
Oh, it's close.
That's it. It sounds like to me.
It's close, but it's not.
what is it?
Okay. So listen, are you doing this on Periscope right now?
Yeah, we're on Periscope if you want to watch us.
How do I find you?
Let's go to Rat Radio No One's Listening show.
Yeah,
Look for that.
Type that into the search and we should pop up.
Or look on your map.
Actually, poppies are symbolism inspired by a dream, which god of dreams. How's that?
So close, but hey, you don't know how much we appreciate getting a call because nobody ever
Who
calls
are
the
you?
show.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, do you want to give a name or a pseudonym so that the callers remember you?
I'd rather remain anonymous.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to look for you on the Periscope.
Awesome. Hey, thanks so much for calling, and we'll announce the answer in a bit.
Can't wait. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening.
So there's
I
one
love it.
person listening.
One
At least.
person.
And we don't even give her the answer, really.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the first person that calls that we don't know who they are?
Yeah.
Some of us.
Possibly.
I think actually, I think
That's what I
got really
thought was
excited
going
there. I
on
got
because when she asked like what's going on, well, whatever.
I got really excited for a second. Although we did have those two people at the party at the 4th of July fundraiser. Oh, she's calling back.
Boy.
Oh, we've got another
Guys,
caller.
we're getting popular.
This is a good thing.
Hey, caller, you're on the air. Who's this?
Hey, it's the Donald. I want to know.
Wait a second.
I'm at Mar-a-Lago. I'm back here at Mar-a-Lago. And really, what is with this poppy question? The poppies are for drug addicts like you on the Key. It's the source of opium, and I don't want to hear any more about it.
I didn't know that was part of the platform, Donald.
So this dream state is because of the opium. And I said, when I become president, we are no longer going to do this poppy thing. And that is the end of that. However, if Chico's there, tell him the dog park is on the way. It's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be huge.
Huge. Wait, what about your donations to the veterans? Did you cut those off because of the poppies?
I gave millions to the veterans just after everybody called my shit on it. Which is the way I do things, and it's good, and it's beautiful. You have a problem with that?
Well, thanks for calling in, Donald.
I gotta get back.
Okay. Yeah. Love it. Love when the Donald calls.
We love it when Donald calls the show.
It's huge. It's huge. Like you said himself. It's huge.
All right. So, back to what we were talking about, the rib-off.
Yes.
So, the rib-off was a great success. We got Kara here. Kara, how much, you don't have to tell us how much, but it was a success in fundraising also?
Yeah, she could tell us how many tickets were sold.
I can tell you a little bit. It was the biggest party that the Key Biscayne Yacht Club has ever thrown. We sold 352 tickets, dinner plates, which means we probably had about 500 people. It was a success for the Bob Kemper Memorial Fund that we are raising toward FIU, but we would love it if anybody wants to send more. We raised just under $4,000 for our first year, so that's not so bad.
Congrats.
We're very excited.
Congrats. Yeah.
Little controversy, I'd say, with the judging, and would love some feedback.
Since you brought it up, Kara.
Well, we were going to bring it up, so this is...
I can bring it up because I watched it.
Okay, tell us the controversy.
Well, I'll tell you what we heard. How about this? This is what's kind of going around out there. Is that a lot of teams that had really good ribs, and people were saying, wow, that was my favorite. I know they say that to everybody, but there was like the same. I noticed a lot of teams. We heard that there after a certain number, like 8, 9, or whatever it was, that one judge just phoned it in. He's like, forget it, I'm giving everyone. There's 3 criteria that they're being judged on, right? Each
Correct.
one's worth 9 points.
Correct.
Taste, texture,
And appearance.
Texture and appearance, yeah.
Yep.
So on the taste, this guy was like, he had it. He's like, these guys are a bunch of. In fact, he even came out and said, hey, if anyone wants any lessons here. And I was thinking to myself, is he offering free lessons to everybody here? That's cool. Or is he just like slamming us?
I think he was dogging you guys.
It's definitely being sarcastic.
And he didn't give anyone over a 1 after the 8th person, and there were 16 teams. So if you were in the second half, you were done. So what part of that is true and not, and what else?
Actually, all that's true. Unfortunately, we had one judge, and he was a strong influence on the other judges. But I think he got tired, and after team number 8, he actually didn't give him 1s, which was the lowest criteria we had. He gave him 0s under taste.
Wow.
He gave okay for appearance and texture, but taste he gave 0s. So it really kind of threw it off, and it really didn't set a good environment. Because I don't think it was reflective. If you talk to the folks that were out there tasting, they were not 0s.
No.
Well, that's too bad, because obviously it takes a lot more to tarnish an event that was so awesome as that, But, it's like, it's hard to get judges. Even when you're called in, remember he said, these are the ones we kind of have lined up. He wasn't really even committing to them. He was almost saying, like, if they show up. He said, if they show up. And it's not easy.
Has he judged at the rib-off before?
He's judged one other year.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
This was
And
the
it
second
was
year.
and it was fine. It was great. There were no
much
problems.
better. Yeah, I think the problem is, and we've talked to the 4 guys that kind of started this, is that people that own a restaurant, they know what they like, they know their taste. So anything other than that, they might not be the appropriate judges. They're not really rib judges. So I would love some feedback and would love to hear from you guys. But, if we move away from having the professionals as judges and really move toward what do the people of Key Biscayne like, and somehow judge it that way and really get the better perspective of what do we, the community, like? Because this is a community event.
I think that's dangerous, because then it becomes a popularity contest.
I think there's ways we can mask it.
It's a blind judging.
We can do a blind judging.
Yeah. You get
think we
one
can figure it
vote,
out somehow.
but I think that the thing of judges is not bad either. Just find the right judges.
Right.
Ones that aren't, maybe they don't own a restaurant, maybe they judge ribs, that they go around.
It's funny, you would think that the restaurant owners would be the correct judges, but you're right. They do have a certain taste already in line, and that's what they do for a living, so...
I think that judge had a bone to pick.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I'll play devil's advocate. I will say that...
Sorry.
Well, somebody's got to. Number one, I do think that people who make ribs all day and have tried more ribs than anybody else are probably more qualified to judge the ribs. And number two, if this guy had a bad attitude, that's one thing, right? But if he wants to knock everybody to zero because he doesn't like how their ribs taste, he's the judge. You know what I mean?
Kara, I have a.
And we suffered. Our team suffered that for sure because we were the last ones.
And you guys still had a pretty decent score.
Yeah.
And there's no way that coincidentally from 7 and on that they all sucked in taste. You know,
Kara,
obviously.
can I ask you, when you came
He's just
out,
lazy.
and I don't know if you guys remember when Kara came out and she was going to do the final presentation, she said something to the effect of, "We got some strange things that have happened here today." Is that what you meant?
That's exactly what I meant.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. And I was like, what is she talking about?
You know, it'd be one thing for him to give a 0 and then a 5 and then a 3, but to give, 8 straight zeros in a row under taste, I think was not right. I think he was tired. So yeah.
Wow. So here's an idea. How about this? How about if you have people from the community, samples from the community, maybe like a subset of the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
From whatever, different, everywhere.
Please hold a second.
50 people.
Okay, one
and
second.
they get to do a tasting, or maybe not 50, maybe 20, or whatever it is. And it's a lottery. So you really have to, you don't get assigned it, you win it, right?
Yep.
And it's by buying a ticket.
Yep.
All right, so you buy tickets to the event, and you enter this lottery, and your ticket may be the golden ticket that gets you to judge, to be one of the judges. So then it's people who really care. They love ribs. How many people this year were like, I didn't taste them all, or I didn't taste yours, or I didn't. Imagine winning a chance, the golden ticket, to be a judge at the Key Biscayne Rib-Off by buying a ticket.
Yeah, but then the guy who gets the ticket is the guy who thinks the McRib is the best rib that ever happened.
He's a part of the community.
It's the Yelp effect.
Yeah, the Yelp.
The
You can't
Yelp
trust
effect.
Yelp.
Yeah, you
No.
can't
Okay, can we trust the owner of a 5-star rib restaurant? Can we trust him?
Yeah, normally, I mean.
But not this time.
Well-
Not this time. And all these teams, they go out. It's a lot of work. You pay a lot of money. It's all those 8 teams that put in thousands of dollars of hours.
16 teams.
Right. Well, and the other 8 that didn't get the benefit of the doubt, a fair shot.
You know what's funny is that the night before, I had a few beers after making the sauce for our team, and I followed
a movie.
Yeah, I follow on Instagram actually a food blogger by the name of Burger Beast, and this guy's been around since 2006. He's got a pretty big blog, and I was like, hey, I invited him to come over. Fortunately, he was in Boca Raton, but
Unfortunately.
But hey, who knows? Maybe next year he'll come by and we'll get somebody that's not a restaurant owner, but actually a blogger, and somebody that's part of the community, and actually see what's going on.
I like that idea.
I like that idea too.
I like, edited thing. I like things with editors. I don't like crowdsourcing. I've never. At first, it seems like such a good idea, and then it's crap.
You
I
don't
like
know who's coming
professional
out.
opinions. Anyway, we got a caller here. Caller, you want to say a name or a pseudonym? What's up?
Yeah, this is Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, I love Manny's Willy Wonka idea with the tickets, man. I think that has some potential. But also maybe figure out the judging problem that just some of the council members like Jeremiah to hop in this year. And that would combo the Willy Wonka gold ticket and then go check here.
Yeah, okay, so you're saying, first, can I ask you to speak up a little bit, because I can barely hear you, but the second thing is that, to give out like a golden ticket for the judges, that he liked the idea of the golden ticket.
Could be like 20 people.
Exactly. The gold ticket. Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Great. And then, so would you give it out for every judge, or maybe just one judge?
I'd say maybe like, Kara, how many judges we got? We got, is it 6?
This year we had 3. The most we've ever had is 5.
Okay.
So yeah, 3 to 5, but that's in a very controlled environment. It's a little bit different. We might want to consider expanding it. I really like the idea.
Well, it should be where everyone has an equal shot, so it's not like you have to buy a chance for this, and make it a nice thing. It's like you get the VIP treatment. You get to, sit here. You get to suck from this keg. You get to
suck from the keg.
Well, it's a pig eating contest, right? Isn't it?
Well, we do buy the judges all their alcohol, so yeah.
Call the numbers. Yeah, call the numbers. Whoever wins, come on up. If your wife says no, you can't be a judge. Then go to the next one.
Awesome. Well, thanks much for the call.
We have
one last question here. I want to ask, who was the last person to leave the rib-off?
I like that.
I have a couple of nominees right now. One of them is on your boat. But I want you guys to tell me now. Last person to leave is based upon who arrived and tracked the first year, and who did that person leave?
All right, we'll talk about it right now. Thanks so much.
Take the nomination, guys.
All right, later.
We have
who was the first to get there, and who's the last? Who's the first to crack a beer, and who was the last to leave?
That's funny.
Wait a second. He said she's on our. This person's on our boat.
We have our friends on Periscope asking who the judge is. I don't know if we want to say that or not.
You know what we could do is that the golden ticket could be
big question.
Wait, what?
Yeah, let's get to that question real quick. We could say who the judge wasn't. The judge wasn't Mike O'Brien who did that.
No,
it wasn't the guy from Pride and Joy.
The dude
we don't need
from
to say
Sparky's. I'll say it. No, what? I'll say it straight up. Nobody's.
We love I love Sparky.
I love Sparky's.
We don't have to worry
ribs.
about him being back here at this event anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Let me tell you something. When Javier Suarez walked off the stage during judging at the 4th of July parade, I had no qualms trashing him everywhere I went. And I'm like, right now, even though he's not that bad of a commissioner, he really screwed us that time when he did that. So I'll do the same for Mr. Sparky's. Your ribs are...
Are you the one choosing who the judges are, Rafa? I don't know.
Well, not at the rib off. But, I love the restaurant, but that's just not cool. It's just not cool to give it your all, You only have to be there for an hour and a half and eat some ribs. Come on.
Well, Kara, thank you very much for joining today and
Thank you guys for having me, and I love the ideas. So if you guys have any other ones, send them on to Manny, and he'll let me know because I would love to hear about it.
The golden ticket could boot one of the judges that sucks.
Is that what you were on? Rafa, what was your golden ticket idea? What'd you like?
Oh yeah, what were you going to say? Sorry,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like you could have all your professional judges, and if we don't like the scores because they're not going for less fester, we give the golden ticket to somebody.
Well, that is one way. Sometimes when you have a judging, you throw out the lowest score.
Hey,
on each round.
That's another way of doing it.
That's true.
Yes,
That's
you
true.
throw out the lowest
That's
score.
True. But this guy scored 8 teams. I mean, if you look at the list, the numbers, it was 70-something, 70-something, 60-something, some 50s, and then
was this
30s.
guy, had he judged barbecues before? Because barbecue judges...
Yes, he had judged one of
barbecue
ours.
judges there's a whole other world, I don't know if you know this, of barbecue judging. And it has... It's stupid stuff. I mean, it's stuff you would never think about. It's not just taste. It's this whole gestalt of the thing. And he may have been of that
Yeah, I
ilk
think so. I think he was.
and thinking, this is nothing.
Yeah.
This is crap.
The
I
other
wasn't
thing,
in the
though,
right mood for what you were
he
doing.
stopped his regular scoring at halfway. How many drinks had he had at that time?
So we
Apparently a
found out he
teacher will learn. That's on it. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't drink.
Zero drinks.
So this is
That was
okay.
what I thought as well.
So that might be another requirement for a judge. You can't be. You have to drink.
Chico likes that. Chico likes that.
Never trust a person who doesn't drink unless they're a recovering alcoholic. Then you could trust them. But if they don't drink from preference, that's like there's something's up here. All right.
Oh, there we go.
What if they're a recovering alcoholic and they do drink?
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Definitely trust them.
I'd trust their rib judging. Okay, well, that's it for the rib off fraud. Let's Fester got 7th place. Did I tell you guys that already? 7th place. That's pretty good, considering we were affected by the.
Considering you got zeros.
We got the zeros.
I mean,
that means we
I
would have
think
gotten
that
first place.
Yeah,
I think.
I mean, yeah.
Equals first.
You saw the scores, right? Send them to you. You have them with you? You jotted them down?
I have them on my phone, but well, you want me to?
No. But
why don't we read off?
Who's bad to the bone? Because they got 3 from one judge. Who's bad to the bone? Kara.
It is Eric McKenzie.
Oh.
Oh God.
Aaron.
Aaron. Yeah.
Yeah, they were a team?
Eric
Who were they
McKenzie.
with?
No. Back to both Eric, Carol, and Karen.
Not Carol. She was a Seabell.
You're right. It wasn't Carol.
Well, it was Eric.
It was
basically.
Eric. I didn't even see what. I
But-
didn't realize. Oh, that's right. I saw him coming with
In
the group.
Eric's defense, he was right next to us, okay? Good friend of the show, Eric. And he had this corn pudding that I thought was fantastic.
I didn't try it.
So
what?
good.
Yeah, it was so good.
I didn't
So
see
good.
that. Fun.
So whatever his ribs did, it doesn't matter. That corn pudding was.
He
what
went-
What
it
other
was all
side
about.
did you like? I like the conch fritters. TJ's conch fritters. Conch fritters were
We're
getting
eating
deviled
deviled
eggs.
eggs and conch fritters here. We didn't have it. You guys didn't have any sides this year.
We had a side. We had a side of pina coladas.
The Peruvian ceviches too is getting the shout out. I think that was Gavin.
They were a big hit.
Well, Gavin was
That
making
was a change up this year. That the
Bacon and cream cheese.
ooh jalapenos, bacon, and cream cheese.
Oh,
we're getting here.
yep. There you go.
Yeah. That was a change. Was it this the first year that the sides weren't
Right.
included on the
This-
judging? Second year? Okay.
Yeah, they made a good move also by limiting it to just one rib. And I remember in the past it was like 4 ribs per judge, and I was thinking to myself, this guy's gonna he's gonna have eaten like 6 dry pieces of meat, and he's gonna be like, this. I'm not eating anything else, and that's exactly what happened.
Okay, let me read you guys the winners in order here.
Start from the bottom.
Okay,
16.
poor guy. Bad to the bone. Eric's team, last place.
Anything particular about that? There's 3 columns. How many points did they have?
He was affected by the
zero.
By the zero. He got a total of 33 points. Next was the Rib Rubbers. They got 36. Then it was Salt and Pepper featuring Baby Got Back. 37
The
points.
salt and pepper was 14th.
Yeah.
Wow. I know they were. That's, what I
That's
heard.
the weird. There were good ribs that got bad.
Team Davey next with 37.
Davey got 13. Lucky 13.
TJ Sound Machine with 40. Team Safari
I heard
with
those were awesome, by the way. TJ Sound Machine. I heard those were really good.
43. KB Smoke and Bubba's with 43.
I heard those were good too. That was Cam's team.
Smoke Trail with
That was us.
That was you.
44.
We were 9th. We're up to 9th.
That was Craig, not us.
That's 44.
Yeah. that
Team
was-
Manny.
Team Candela with 45.
Candela was Tanner's team.
Yeah.
And then
Tanner?
Fester
Let's Fester with 47.
at 7. So you guys had 47.
Yeah.
And we
that-
had 45.
I'm in favor of Let's Faster.
Macan's Rule with 52. The Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf with 59. Team Rude Boy with 63.
Rude Boy was number 4.
Yeah.
And wait a second. What time was Rude Boy's entry?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So they got the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
we can
they got
actually
that.
count all the way up, except for Fester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else got the benefit of the doubt, except for Fester.
Yeah.
So there you go, man. That's
That
So maybe you would
speaks to our
have. You
ribs.
might have, guys. You guys might have. Whoa.
Oh, that's spilling.
The studio's getting destroyed.
Don't worry about the.
Right.
Get the beer first.
Hey, Mark, are there paper
The
towels
beer
back
just
there?
keeps
No way,
going.
right?
I have some napkins here.
Then it was Smokers, then Racks on Racks on Racks, and then Rib for Her Pleasure. Rib for Her Pleasure took the rib off.
And Rib for Her Pleasure, actually,
We have the napkins. Here.
Rib for Her Pleasure, I'm going to try to get him on the phone, but I'll tell the story as we're going. Rib for Her Pleasure was Will Tompkins was kind of the driving force. Bye, guys. Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Thank you for
coming.
coming.
Paddle safe. Is that your cup?
Where?
Right there.
That's mine.
Yeah, that's why. Enjoy it. Be careful. How do you cup and paddle there at the same time?
All right, come on.
Cup and paddle.
Billy, you there? Hey, how you doing? So, Billy, stand by.
You should tell me. We wouldn't have to cut off. Keep going.
Cut off with what?
With this.
Why? Oh, I cut off. Yeah. Oh, no, we're still live, buddy.
No, that's my phone, man.
I'm on it.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
we already got it before
Got
we
this
rigged
figured
it
out.
before the show.
I
Really
like
sorry
it.
about that. We're talking about the rib off. We just ran through the list of teams, the scores. You know the whole controversy, right?
I actually don't know about the controversy, but first of all, I just want to say that I can't say it enough how much myself and my teammates appreciate the outpouring of support that we've received, not only from the Key Biscayne village, but the community at whole. I mean, it's been amazing. We're still, it's overwhelming, but it's been
well, Billy. It's a hard burden to bear. So just deal with it for a year. All right. But we heard that there was a big controversy. One judge phoned it in basically after the 8th team. He phoned it in. He gave everyone a 0. So only the first 8 teams out of 16 had it. But you guys won it. But your story is particularly interesting because I remember you just you got there and you saw some friends. And you're like, hey, what's up? Is anyone sitting there?
I don't know how I don't know how different people are viewing it, but yes, I would be considered support staff, absolutely support staff. One of my jobs that I received the night before was, 1, make sure the cooler is full, and 2, bring the mannequin. Every team needs a mascot.
Hang on.
That's one of the.
Did you say bring the mannequin?
Oh, absolutely. Every team needs a mascot, and
And so the mannequin, I couldn't help but notice, but you and the mannequin were dressed, in a similar fashion.
Every team is in that mannequin, but not only that, a uniform. So I was in it to win it.
Well, for those that don't remember, and you'll see the picture certainly, Billy was wearing a pair of cut-off jeans. He brought the jeans. He brought a whole box of jeans, and then he gave them to his team. And they did cut-offs and with a red shirt and stuff. So cut the sleeves off.
Yeah. So I went to about those jeans. I went to the Goodwill on 8th Street. Let me tell you. You can get jeans there from $5 all the way down to $1. So I bought like 10 pairs for the team. And at checkout, I asked the woman, she was like, well, this pair of jeans is $4.50. This one's $1.25. I said, well, hold on a minute. Why is this pair of jeans $4 and this one's only $1.25? She was like, oh, the $4 ones are brand name. I was like, of course. How could I have missed that?
Well, you guys were rocking it, Billy, for sure. Then you were basically, after you sat in the chair, you helped out in any way you could. You tasted ribs. You moved the mannequin around. You brought clothes. You contributed a ton, and the whole team did. Great. Called up to the podium, and the next thing you know, you're a rib-off champion, man. So congratulations.
Who would have thunk it?
Great name.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
Sorry.
Funny how that
one girl on the show.
That name hasn't found its way on social media on any of the posts, but I think that's what we might call the video at the end. We might just call it "Ribbed for Her Pleasure" in 2016.
Hey, Manny, before I get off the line here, because I know you guys are gonna have a lot of call-ins now. That one of the pictures on the line. Apparently there's the corn toss cornhole championship this Friday night, and I just wanted to let everybody know in the village of Key Biscayne, if anybody's looking for a last-minute partner, just give Bill Stevens a call. The younger Bill Stevens, not the older one.
That's a great call, Bill. You're Billy Stevens. You're the younger one. So I've already.
If anybody wants to win this thing, and I feel like winning again Friday night, I'll show up.
I already told you. I know who doesn't have a partner. I've got your name on the top of the list. I'll make sure that somebody gives you a shout. Hey, thanks a lot for calling, Billy. Champ.
Congrats on the win.
Congrats on the win, man. Good job.
All right, we'll see you guys on the Cape.
All right, see you. Bye.
All right.
There should be not a contest, but an award for the best name each year. Because the names are good.
Yeah. There used to be. Different awards, like a participation award. You saw the Seabells, right? The Seabells did their thing. They were serving drinks. And in the past, there was a team called, actually it was called Team Yuvajon. And they all would wear shirts called, the Rocking Rack shirts. You saw the video, right?
Yeah,
the name of that team was Team Yuvajon. And again,
was it women?
It was women. It was all the upstanding community, members of Key Biscayne. They were on that team, and they wore a shirt, cut off white shirt, it said Rocking Racks, and they were Team Yuvajon. That was the name of their team. But they won't own it. Actually, Lenny was here a second ago, and I'm like, Lenny, what was the name of your team? And she's like, don't say it.
I like it. They should sport it.
I think it's great.
I like it. All right. Let's keep going, I guess. It's 7:25 on this Wednesday, June 6, 2016.
June 6? It's June 1st, bro.
Why did I write June 6?
You missed the week.
What was on your mind?
I don't know.
I hope Pablo's birthday is on June 1st, not
It
June
is
6th.
on June 1st. Happy birthday, Pablo. June 1st, 2016. The trivia question. Why poppies on Memorial Day? 305-361-8557 if you know the answer to that. And if you don't, well, we'll just keep talking. Okay. What do you guys eat? This is another segment that we do on the show. What do you guys eat at Sushi Siam? Okay.
Okay.
Personally, I don't really like Sushi Siam. I think it's like, meh. So whenever I go, I feel like it's a place that the quality is pretty good.
It's consistent.
It's consistent.
That is happy.
It's nice that they have tablecloths and linen service at the thing, because a lot of places don't have that anymore.
And a bar.
And a bar.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something about the food that is not.
Whatever. What do you eat there?
So what I usually eat is the duck, the curry duck. Okay, it's like a fried duck with a curry on top, and it's pretty good. It's all right.
That's like the worst endorsement I've heard
I know, right?
ever.
If somebody tells me let's go to Siam, normally I'm like, I don't want to go to Siam. So that's why I'm like,
we have a group of friends that goes often. That they go often, and
I think I saw a bunch of them there the other day.
they watch basketball games at the bar.
but they like it a lot. So
They love it.
I mean,
What do you eat there, Manny?
I don't go there. I don't go there
zero?
either, because the times I did go there, I just had I would order the pad thai. The pad thai crushed me there. It was not good. So then from then I would if I want pad thai, I'm not going there.
Yeah.
So I'd probably order sushi, but I'm not really going to go there in the first place. I go to 900 first.
Who is it?
hold on.
How about you, Anna? You want to go while we get the call ready?
Hold on a second.
Yes. Rafa, your order is ready here at Sushi Siam. As usual. The duck that you love so much, and that we usually give to you for free for endorsement, is going to cost a little extra this time.
No longer endorsing.
Okay, but it's ready for your pickup. You can just close the show and come down and get it. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, Sushi Siam, for calling.
Thank you. Sounded like the Donald.
Maybe the Donald works there, man. I don't know.
I think in general, Sushi Siam isn't that bad. The pad thai has changed over the years.
It's better than it's okay. I haven't been there in years.
It's okay. Origins did open up, and it's changed a little bit the scenario for Japanese food. And they also have curries. I've been ordering from Origins lately a little bit more.
Yeah.
Sushi Siam, it's good. And what do I order there? The dragon roll.
All right.
There you go.
Go for the
With
classic
sushi. Yeah.
It's hearty.
I get the same thing every freaking time. I get the Tom Kha Gai. Okay, and
Tom Kha Gai soup.
Tom Kha Gai, spicy. It's like a creamy coconut soup with some spices. They have chicken and mushroom in there. And then
I make that. I make that soup. I did.
It's actually named after.
It's so good.
It is. It's delicious.
After Mark.
And I
Tom Kha
order
Gai.
a side of brown rice to throw some brown rice in there. It's good.
Anyone else? Anybody want to make a joke? That joke?
Wait, how about this?
Some yum guy.
Yeah.
That's not the soup I get.
How about
the come of some yum guy? Sorry,
cream.
I overdid it.
How about we announce what next week's restaurant's going to be, so we all have a chance to check
There
it
you
out.
go.
Yeah, we didn't do that yet.
I don't know. What do you
Let's
guys?
pick one. Anyone want to make a suggestion? Amanda, you want to make a suggestion?
The first one, the newest one, Forks.
We haven't been there.
Been to Forks.
We need to do
Yeah, I
a
was
radio
there, remember?
outing.
I
You're the
went
only
there.
one.
Yeah,
You did
I
a
went
review, Manny. But
I got a discount too. I told him I was doing a review, so I said I'm with Rat Radio. And
We
I'm
need to
doing
do a
review.
Rat Radio little field trip out there.
Okay, so Forks it is then.
Mark, have you been?
Forks.
I've been there.
Okay.
Okay, so
Tell us.
we should let them know that they'll be on the radio and that
We're coming.
we're coming.
We're coming.
No, everyone should come.
You've been there? Tell us a little
I've
bit.
been there twice. The first time, I thought it was a nice change from what it was before when it was Vito's.
Vito's, yeah.
And the last time I ate at Vito's, I said, I'm never coming back again until they
man.
steam clean it. It needed a lot of work.
Yeah.
Wow, Mark, you're hitting a little close to home here. This big Vito. Look at Rafa's. He just
We're
lost eye
Vito's
contact with
loving
Rafa. He loves Vito's.
Vito's was horrible.
It was at the end.
At the end, after I grew
When I
Mark,
showed
at the
up,
end.
I said, "Hey." He's like, I don't know if Vito's even coming.
I had a weird last Vito's experience as well. I'll share it another day.
So the first time we went to Forks, it was a nice surprise. It was very enjoyable. The service was wonderful. 2 brothers own it.
Right.
Cool.
One is the cook, the other is the maitre d'. And the second time we went, it was kind of that.
Oh no.
Let's think about if we come back. But for this week, we're coming back.
We're coming back, Forks. Get ready. Get ready. We should let them know that we're coming in.
Okay, so everybody make it a mission to go to Forks this week.
Okay, that's the homework.
Yeah,
for the week.
that's the homework.
And this is Mark, and I'll be happy to give a very good review.
Listen, we've been trying to get sponsored by. We've been trying to get sponsored by Sir Pizza
I'll give you
for
a
months.
picture on the.
Finally.
That's what he looks like. Just know he's coming in. I've been trying to get a sponsorship from Sir Pizza since we started.
That's the one that will never sponsor
I
anything.
know, but that's what we want.
Yeah.
Now, here's what Gail does with Sir Pizza. Gail ordered a Sir Pizza and asked for it not cooked.
Okay.
Oh.
Would not sell it to her not cooked because of health reasons. So we got it half baked.
Okay.
And we put our own toppings,
Nice.
other cheeses, and then she puts it on a slab in our oven. And it's like when they had a real pizza oven.
Nice.
It's a nice, thinner, crisp crust that reminds me of the old Sir Pizza.
So basically, you make your own pizza, is what you're telling me.
Yes, because,
No, but the Sir Pizza dough and the.
Well,
Yeah.
I asked Barry years ago when they first changed from the real oven to that conveyor belt. I asked if they changed the dough, and he said no, we changed the oven because it fires up and gets hot in 15 seconds versus 3 hours.
Yeah.
They save money. It's quicker. It's easier. But it definitely changed the consistency of the product.
Have you ever ordered it extra crispy over there so that they run it through the oven one more time?
No.
It's pretty
That's,
good. It's pretty
Did
good.
I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a couple. We already talked about Sir Pizza
A
another
little
day,
Sir Pizza
right? We already
tip
did this?
here.
We haven't
Inside
done
tip.
Sir Pizza yet.
We haven't done Sir Pizza. We've
Okay,
done
well, I'll give you a little
7-Eleven
tip,
and Oasis.
a couple tips. First,
Wendy's.
there's a guy there who works there. He's a super nice guy.
Okay, everybody pay close attention.
He works in the back. He makes the pizzas. Okay, and he's like he's kind of tall. He's a very light complexion with dark hair. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? He's like a big guy.
No, I feel like all the people there have worked there
light,
for years.
very white complexion with black hair. If that guy's making your pizza, it's gonna come out almost soggy. Okay, so when you see that, it's like let it. Especially when you see that, you're like extra crispy, please, or just run it one more time, half a thing through the oven, a little more, and then the other tip is that. Yeah, basically. I mean, you just have to. You got to know what things is like extra crispy, and if that guy's making the pizzas, watch out.
Yeah.
Marco's not there anymore. He would make great pizzas, and I'm not sure who else is making pizzas there right now. But if you see that guy, it's gonna come out soggy. So watch out.
And you know,
And I love that guy because he's super nice, but he makes soggy pizzas.
This is not the Sir Pizza segment, but whatever. We already started it. You know what's kind of fun sometimes? The double cut. What is it called? Double cut?
Never had that.
But they cut it twice so that the squares are smaller.
Really?
It's like 2 bites. It's like 2 bites and that's it. And it's actually really good.
That's called an extra large, twice the number.
I forgot how to order it. The guy corrected me last time. But it's good. Double cut, something like that.
I went there about a month ago or a couple months ago, and I asked him to cut it in triangles.
Oh, we saw that
And
post
I
on
posted
Instagram.
it.
Yeah.
People were like, "What?
People are freaking out. People are freaking out.
People were freaking out on Instagram. I mean, they were just like, "What is that?" And my post was, "What's wrong with this picture?" And it was, like the greasy, that plate, the Sir Pizza plate with
That
the paper
styrofoam rectangle.
No, the tray, the plastic tray
Oh, no.
that has Sir Pizza label on it.
No.
With the greasy paper over it. And triangle pizzas, people.
I like how the Sushi Siam segment turned into the Sir Pizza segment.
So what are we doing next week? Forks?
Forks,
yeah, we're doing next week.
We must go to
Well, I've
Forks.
already been there, so that counts.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Let me get through a couple things here. We're almost done. We're running out of time. The KB calendar. Things that are coming up. The big thing is this Friday is finally, we've been announcing it, I think, since like February.
This Friday, it's like, what time is it right now?
Yeah.
It's 46 and a half hours away.
Countdown.
The-
We have a countdown clock on the website. Don't worry.
The Calusa Club Cornhole Classic is taking place at the Beach Club this Friday at 6 p.m. All the teams are accounted for already, but it's also a little party, and it's going to be a bunch of beer, a bunch of drinks. It's going to be $15 if you come and you're not participating in the actual tournament.
Yeah, let's because I need to tell people.
We're going to have music, we're going to have drinks, and we're going to have amazing food.
What kind of drinks?
Beer.
So for $15 you get
beer.
All the beer you want, and you get
What kind of food?
Gale Force food.
Awesome.
It's gonna be
kind of
and
food.
Gail told me she's doing like a pulled pork.
Is it? Are you chefing with her?
Yeah, I'll help out. But you should be warned that Mark and Mark will be our team, and basically you got to.
You have no chance.
Yeah.
You have no chance.
I'm pulling for you guys, man, for sure.
A force to be reckoned with.
So it's not just the cornhole tournament.
I have a question. Is it a different price for entering the competition versus attending?
Yes, the attending is just $15,
And what's the music?
Well, the music is the Rat
DJ.
Radio.
You've got the
Rat Radio
playlist.
jams plus we'll have a couple friends out there with some guitars and things like that, little jam sessions on the side.
We
and
have
stuff
DJ
like that.
Johnny Griff spinning.
Yep. So
Apparently.
elevator music galore.
We love that.
No, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have Rat Radio playing and here and there a little bit.
Somebody's saying
That's awesome.
the prices are way too high. They're saying here on Periscope. Target.
Yeah, well,
It's
What,
15
$15
and 30 for the competitors.
it's on the beach.
Yeah.
It's
So
$15.
what's the right price?
All the beer you want, all the pork,
Come on, that's
pork
way
shoulder,
cheap,
all
way
this
cheap.
stuff. Like the food is going to be amazing. But if you've never eaten Gail's food, it's amazing. All right, every time the last year when we did it, she out of the blue brought us this chili. That was so good, and she served it in these cups, and it was so perfect. It was just like
With cornbread.
yeah.
Oh, damn.
It was just perfect.
That was
I was out of
Mark
town.
Haley's
Yeah.
chili.
So for those listening, try to make it there early because if you get there at 10:30, there's not going to be any more food
What
left.
time does it start? You guys didn't say it. What time?
6 p.m. at
Oh,
the
wow.
Beach Club on Friday.
Oh, so maybe I could go for the beginning.
What time did the game start?
6 p.m. at the Beach Club on Friday.
The game, because last year they started a little late and we ran up against the line.
Well, that's what we don't want to happen.
Guys.
So be there at 6 p.m. at the Beach
Guys,
Club
a few
on Friday.
questions from an outsider, a big outsider. How many teams are competing?
24.
24 teams.
What does the winner get?
The winner gets, and I'm not sure about this, but I think I'm sure, they get to pick the charity that their donation goes to, and it's a big fat one. And then
there's good
they
money?
get a set of cornhole.
There's good money to the charity?
They get a set of cornhole boards,
That's right.
Okay.
Built by Manny, or is that?
No.
I made that up.
and then maybe they get a T-shirt. I don't even know.
We're still working out the kinks, but
Yeah.
basically
the kink is cornhole.
Yes.
Itself. Okay.
But yeah, I think we're still figuring out if we're just going to do the cornhole boards or maybe we're going to allocate a little bit of funds for a charity of your choice.
Dude,
I like the funds for the charity.
It's 46 hours and 20 minutes away. You better start figuring it out.
We got the meeting tomorrow night.
It's okay. We're okay. You know, this isn't our first rodeo, so.
It's the second.
It's our
the
second.
second rodeo. It's the second rodeo. You got it. You got it.
So you have the seatings and all that laid out, or the brackets? How are you doing that?
That's all tomorrow.
That's all
Figure it out tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, and can we say that Manny's team won last year?
Oh,
Yes.
God.
And then it was
Oh, God.
contentious. They got in a little fight, a little hissy fit with
There was a fight?
Gannon's little thing.
Remember that?
They got in a little,
What
hey
happened? What
man,
happened?
what's going on?
Manny,
I
what
don't know.
happened?
And then,
no idea.
And then there was this other fight that you guys don't even know about. It wasn't a fight. I
Wait
mean,
a second,
I say fight.
Wait,
I
Manny's
say
not over the
Wait
Manny
a second.
fight yet.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I have no idea.
People saying like, I don't know. I thought between your team and Gannon's team, you guys shared some words of like.
Congratulations, good game. That was it. That was
Yeah? Or is it-
I don't
It's
know.
a good run.
Anyway, but there was another little tiss.
What was the other one?
A little
Gannon's
hissy
not-
fit, which was for the last game. We wanted to have the last game be center stage, so we retired all the other boards because people were just by that time there
They're
were
gambling on the side, you know. They're like playing one-on-ones.
they were playing. Yeah,
fun.
From what I
everybody was
hear,
playing for fun on the other boards, and we were like, look, we're gonna stop all these games that are going on right now on the side, so that we can like focus on the final thing, and everybody can get like into it. And people wanted to, people got really upset that we were like, no, you can't play for the next 15 minutes,
Well, that's
basically.
silly.
Yeah,
They can just
And
go
we
home.
did it, and it was a huge hit because everybody watched the last
Yeah,
game.
of course.
So we're going to do that again. So don't ask us to let you keep playing during
Yeah,
the
What
final.
time?
I got into it a little bit in one of my.
You got
matches.
upset, Mark?
Yeah, I didn't agree with the score, but then it turned out I'd been drinking a lot.
Who are,
I was
wait,
wrong.
who are the refs here?
Well, only towards the end, right?
It's like ultimate.
Yeah, it's kind
Self-reference?
of self, yeah.
And okay.
Yeah,
And
sure.
what time do you think that the last team will be playing?
12.
Because I have something to do that
No.
night, so I might have to go back.
by midnight.
Yeah, 11.
No, I hope
11?
11.
Yeah.
That's the
For people who are busy that night and they want to maybe see the last match.
And what's the
I hope 11.
11? Okay.
what's the format, Rafa? Is it net, top and bottom, or
How do you mean?
full net? How do you score? What are the rules? There's different ways to score, right?
That's tomorrow.
It's
Yeah.
Thanks,
Are you going to give those to the teams and stuff? Because there's different scoring ways. You're going to have people there that don't know what net means, and that's what you guys
Well, I
put
mean,
last
it's
year.
That's
cornhole.
me.
It's cornhole. I mean, it's scored. I have never heard any.
How do you
other
score,
way.
Mark? How do you score?
Bags on top,
net,
1
net.
point.
I mean, you net what you.
Oh,
one,
yeah.
One is against the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Net on top and net on bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
You can score on
Separate.
both.
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
teams can score.
Both
Well, a lot of
teams
people
score.
played net overall.
Oh,
no, that's not real game.
Well, you're going to have people there that probably don't know that.
Okay, well, I'll explain it right now.
We will have the Calusa Club cornhole rules.
Yeah.
applicable.
It's good, and
Yeah.
you should laminate them.
It's definitely net, yeah.
Yeah.
And for the listeners who don't know what that means, it means you score points on top of the board if your bag lands on top of the board,
Yeah.
or if your bag lands in the hole. And they cancel out with the other team. So if your team gets 3 on top and they get 2 on top, then in the end, you only take 1 point from the top. And then it's separate scoring for how many you got in the hole. So that's why net, and not the whole net together.
We'll have docents available also in between. Anna's going to help out. Anna's going to
I'm
just...
busy that night. I'll be
What?
passing by. I know. I have
That's why you're
all
drilling
other
into the
plans.
time, isn't it? That's
Yes,
why,
exactly.
what exactly is the time?
Exactly
of the
what time
finals?
can I eat Gil's
exactly
food?
what it is,
A
man.
lot of KY.
Oh yeah, at cornhole. Cornhole is always needs KY. Yes,
So the last
Wait. Are there any
that's
teams?
actually been outlawed in international play.
Are there are there any teams made up of women players?
yes, Alexa and Jesse have a team.
Those are the only
And they
women
are-
players.
and they have a-
Brigitte has a team.
And Brigitte has a
Good.
team with no partner.
And Mariana Hardy has
Damn,
a
if
team
I didn't
as
have
well.
a plan, I would be Brigitte's partner.
Mariana Hardy as well.
Oh yeah,
This
that's
reminds me of a the newlywed game question, where who's the guy who was the MC of the newlywed game?
Oh, I don't know.
Chuck Eubanks.
Okay, so Chuck asked the guy.
Wink Martindale.
Yeah, where is the second favorite place you like to make whoopee? The guy says, "That'd have to be up the butt, Bob."
Wait, I don't get it.
Cornhole.
I like that cornhole. Yeah. Cornhole tournament, June 3rd, Friday.
So yeah, this
6 p.m.
Friday.
Say in the cornhole. All right, what time is it, Rafa?
It is
Past time.
7:45 p.m. on this Wednesday, June 1st. Happy birthday, Pablo. Poppies. Why are they used for Memorial Day? If you know the answer to that, 305-361-8557. And quickly on this calendar, let me tell you a couple more things. Psychic Mirrors, our buddy Alex plays in this band. They just finished their tour.
Yeah.
Last gig of the tour this Friday after the Cornhole at Sidebar. Okay? They're probably going to start like at midnight. So
They start late everywhere they play.
everywhere they
I mean,
play.
we're
So I'm going to try and hit that up. And then...
good. Friend of the show.
Oh, I
One of
don't
the
have any.
founders of the
Yeah,
show.
and I guess that's the only other event I have written down here.
Yeah, that's it. There's the
Frisbee on June 11th.
Bimini Rendezvous, the Yacht Club Bimini Rendezvous.
Yep.
It's the 9th.
What about the cornhole? Did you say cornhole tournament? Was I asleep? Did I miss that?
That's next week.
It starts at 6.
And then the Frisbee final is June 12th, 11th. You already know that? Yeah, it's 11th.
That we said
It's not the 5th? It's not the 5th.
No.
Don't say that. That's
I'm pretty sure
confusing.
it's the 11th he if Gannon were here, he would tell me. I'm pretty sure it's the 11th.
Because I saw a draw that showed the 5th on there, but
I thought it was the 11th.
It is the 11th.
It is.
it's the 11th.
Saturday.
Yeah. So that's the final of the Frisbee.
Are you coming down for that, Mark?
No, I don't think so.
Are you coming down for the cornhole tournament?
I'll be here for the cornhole tournament.
Friday,
Wait a second, you're already here.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It's only 46 hours and 15 minutes away.
I'm holding my breath for it. And bending over. Right, Mark?
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Oh, man. The end of the show.
That's the hip hop hour on Rat Radio. That's the hip hop hour.
That's the after show. After show.
Perfect. Okay, so the Memorial Day, why the poppies? This is the trivia answer. Finally remember to answer the trivia.
Mark, would you like to answer?
Well, he kind of got it, but say it. Say what you know.
It has to do with the poem about Flanders Fields.
Yeah.
And some poppies grow there, and that's as much as I know, Rafa. Can you fill us in on the
Sure.
complete answer?
Yes, there's a poem called "In Flanders Fields," and one of the first verse mentions that it's talking about Flanders, Belgium, and some battle that happened there, and a bunch of people died there, and then the first flowers that grew after this battle were the poppies. Wow. Okay, so then this guy John McRae, who was a Canadian lieutenant colonel, writes this poem after World War One. Yeah,
Are we going to recite the poem?
Our caller told us all
Our
that.
caller
A lot
told
of
us
that
that.
stuff.
So it was already World War One.
I think
he writes this poem, and then somebody, I forgot the woman's name. She reads it, and
Marge Simpson.
No.
She was Flanders' neighbor,
I knew
wasn't she?
something was coming.
And she
to that
takes it,
effect. I knew it.
and she reads that line of the poem, and then she's like, well, we're gonna use the poppies as a symbol because of this thing. It sounds right, and then that's why poppies on Memorial Day.
Where's the poem?
Oh, I don't have the poem.
Oh,
you want to hear?
I'd like to hear the poem.
Okay, let's look it up. While I'm looking it up, why don't you guys talk about something else?
What else do we have on the
calendar?
Does anybody have a story about vetoes?
I think Mark does because the last time he was there, it was bad.
Anybody have a story about vetoes?
No.
I have some really good stories. Like I would go there. I remember it was my mom's favorite restaurant, and my mom passed away like 8 years ago. And we used to go there. We'd bring the kids. It was like going to your living room. It was happy. The Stellas were cold, or Peronis, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. The food was always, don't even show me a menu. What am I eating tonight?
Bolognese.
Yeah.
That was mine.
The bolognese. Oh, and of course I love the bolognese. So, and the other thing, of course, that I loved about Vito's was I would call them up and I'd be like, hey, Vito, hey, how you doing? It's Manny. Let me have an order of the bolognese. And he'd say, like, the bolognese? Like, one bolognese, yeah. But just the sauce, Vito, just the sauce. Just the sauce? Yeah, one bolognese sauce. Just the sauce. Yeah, it's just the sauce, Manny. Oh, it's just the sauce, Manny. And I would go and I'd get the sauce for whatever, $8. And I'd bring it home and I'd feed like 12 people, with the bolognese sauce. I don't have to heat it. I'm like, hey, Vito, can you put a little bread and cheese in there too? And he would always take care of it,
It was a great bolognese.
That was my Vito story.
Vito's still on the key.
Yeah, we know.
I loved eating at Vito's. It was so comfortable, and the maitre d' there was really nice.
He was.
Yeah.
He's like your grandfather, really.
Yeah.
He was still working.
He was like with the white napkin folded over his forearm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's something that, I don't know, it was comfortable. It was a nice place. Okay, I got the poem here. You guys want to say goodbye before I read this thing? It's going to be over once I do. Okay, say it.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Keep it
See
skating.
ya at the corn toss.
Goodbye, everybody.
Okay. In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, To you from failing hands we throw the torch, be yours to hold it high. If you break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep though poppies grow in Flanders Field. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll be back next week.
It's awesome, Rafa.
All right.